On the statement you just mentioned about the ICC issuing an arrest warrant against Mr. Netanyahu, the defense minister, you said that you found the process has troubling errors. What errors do you think it has? And second, sorry, you talked about the partners. You want to discuss with partners the next step on the ICC decision. Few of your closest allies, France, Italy, Netherlands, and Canada so far, said they are abiding by the court decision and they're going to arrest Netanyahu if he steps on their soil. So did they have a different interpretation of international law than you?
So a couple of things. You asked me a couple of things. So the first thing that I will say is that obviously we reject, and we certainly have different opinions on that, and we're going to let other countries speak for themselves. We're speaking for ourselves, and so we're not going to be executing any arrest warrants. That is not something that we're going to do from here. And I do have some examples on when you ask me about the process and why we think it's essentially a flawed process. And so in contrast to how he has treated, this is the prosecutor, how he has treated others, including Nicolas Maduro and his associates. The prosecutor failed to provide Israel with a meaningful opportunity to engage constructively and to properly consider its domestic processes. This calls into question the credibility of the prosecutor's investigation and the decision today. But we've been very clear, not just today, that we do not believe that the ICC has a jurisdiction here. And so over this matter. And so we've been very clear about that, and that stance has not changed. But I just laid out an example of why we think what process the ICC did not follow.
And second, on 19 Democratic U.S. senators voted to block sending offensive weapons to Israel. And Senator Bernie Sanders said basically that we cannot criticize human rights violation while the U.S. itself is violating its own laws. So where is he wrong on that?
So look, we strongly oppose this resolution, and we have made our position clear to interested senators. We've been very clear about that. We've been also very clear about this. We are very committed to Israel's security. That has been ironclad, and we believe that these resolutions are counterproductive. As we are working to secure a ceasefire in Lebanon and ceasefire and hostage in Gaza. And so we have strong reason to believe that terrorist groups like Hamas and Hezbollah want to see Israel in a position of weakness, and we don't want to see that happen. And so, look, we appreciate that the concerns that the senators raised. Obviously, we respect their position. We just do not, we strongly oppose the resolution. Again.
Thank you so much. Following up on your comments on the change of nuclear posture by Russia, and you said it's another example of irresponsible rhetoric. Is it a way to kind of dismiss what Russia said, to say there is no real reason to be concerned, these are only words?
Say that one more time. There's no...
That there would be no there's no real reason to be concerned, that this is just like Putin.
Oh, you're talking about their nuclear doctrine that they put out. Look, here's what we're saying. We haven't seen any indications of Russia preparing to use a nuclear weapon in Ukraine. We just have not seen that. And so this is more of the same, right? More of the irresponsible rhetoric from Russia, which we have seen the past 2 years. We've seen this before. But it doesn't stop what we have been saying, that the escalation is coming from Russia here. They're the ones who are escalating. This is their war. They're the ones who have, went into a sovereign territory, which is Ukraine, and started this war and pushed forward with their aggression. And so this is a war that they can end. They can end it today. And we've been very clear about that.